Okay, this is my first moto vlog after not recording any videos for almost a year. I've been really busy with some things. I got a new job, so I've been focusing on that lately, so I haven't had any moto vlog videos, but this is a new setup and a car. I've been recording moto vlogs on a motorcycle previously, the year before, and I recently purchased a 2013 Kia Soul, which is this car that I'm driving in now. And when we got it to the house from the dealership, it only had 48 miles on the odometer. So it was really brand new. I think maybe it was test driven maybe once or twice before I purchased it. I purchased it at the Fred Anderson Kia in Raleigh, and that dealership is maybe 30-40 minutes away from our house. And I really love this car. It's like a mini SUV type vehicle, and I haven't really taken it anywhere aside from to work and back. But enough about the car for now. This is being recorded on a Kodak PlaySport ZX5. Obviously I'm recording at night, so I want to test out the low light capabilities of this camera. I bought it brand new from eBay for $70, and I've watched some sample videos, some sample footage on YouTube of others owning this this camera, and I was pleased with what the quality of the footage was, the picture quality. And so I decided to purchase one, and I liked it so much that I bought two of them, two brand new Kodak PlaySport ZX5s. And right now I'm using a suction mount mounted on my dash. This is the first time I'm testing it to see if it will hold. It's mounted above my radio, right in the middle, so you see the view not from the driver's side, but more from the very middle angle. I've had other cameras that I wanted to use, but I use those most for recording when I'm on my motorcycle, or my two motorcycles. I recently, not too long ago, bought a not so recent, but it was sometime last year. I bought a 2007 Honda Shadow VT 750 DC. chain driven cruiser type motorcycle. I haven't recorded any moto vlogs riding that motorcycle. The moto vlogs that I've recorded on was me riding my 2000 Yamaha R1. And the camera that I use for those moto vlogs is a Creative Vado 2nd Gen 8GB pocket cam, which is similar to this Kodak PlaySport ZX5. The ZX5 is a little bigger, a little wider, but the thickness is about the same. So eventually I want to put this ZX5 to test in a helmet cam setup similar to the Creative Vado setup that I already have. I'm just gonna stick some Velcro to the back of this ZX5. I decided on the black color for a more stealthy look. There are different colors that the ZX5 come in, and they come in the red or aqua, or you can also get them in the blue and white Burton edition. And in the Burton edition you get several added items, such as a mini flexible tripod and some other stuff. I'm not really quite sure what all is included in the Burton edition, but I know that the coloring is blue and white. The second ZX5 that I purchased is also colored black. I made sure to get the black color because I like the black better than the red or the aqua. I don't know how the audio is picking up in this environment right now. I'm speaking louder than usual, hopefully for my voice to be heard. But after I replay this video, after I upload it on YouTube, I'm gonna listen to the audio to see if I need to keep talking louder or just talk with my regular level sounding voice. So again, this is my first video after a long absence in moto vlogging. I've uploaded videos on YouTube with me racing our RC trucks at our racetrack, and I haven't even had a chance to record with my ZX5 with me and my brother Eric playing at the RC track that we built next to my mother's house. But I will record some video of us running our Traxxas slashes, our trucks, and in the day when I'm not working. I don't know if the video cuts off after a certain time, like in the camera that I had. I have a Canon PowerShot ELPH or ELPH 100 HS pocket camera, and the video quality in that camera is really clear, but the problem is you can only record 10 minutes at a time of 1080p high definition video. So that's a real disadvantage for me to use with my pocket camera. It's already 10 minutes and, well, close to 11 minutes on this video, and I see that the red circle dot is still blinking, which means it's still recording, which is a good sign because I've never actually recorded anything past 10 minutes with the ZX5. So I'm happy that it's still recording, unlike the Canon PowerShot ELPH 100 HS, which only records 10 minutes at a time of 1080p. I emailed and sent a message to Canon, the company, on their website, and they said that there's no other setting that allows me to record more than 10 minutes with that pocket camera. So I won't be using that camera to record too many things. I've recorded some footage of us with that Canon PowerShot mounted on a tripod while we were racing our Traxxas Slashes. But I decided to have the camera next to me or close to me when we were racing, so that I could press the record button again after it stopped recording, because of the file size and the time limit. With me close to the camera, I can just reach over or walk over and press the record button again when I remember to. So this is my drive home from work right now. Sometimes there's a lot of deer that cross the street, so I try to be aware of that. Maybe one day, while I'm recording a moto vlog, you will see the deer crossing, or the deer on the side of the road. What I usually do is just honk at them, and I make sure to slow down so that I don't accidentally hit them. You know, it's better to be safe than sorry, so I just slow down and either let them cross or honk at them to scare them away. And usually they just stop from crossing the street and they just run into the woods. And these roads are kind of dark, so I have my bright lights on. Sometimes I forget to turn it off, and the drivers on the opposite side of the road flash their brights to let me know that my brights are too bright and that I should turn it off. sometimes I remember to turn it off before they flash their brights at me. So it's now 15 minutes into the video, and I still see the red button on the camera blinking, which means it's still recording, which is a good sign for this camera. That means I can just press the record button and forget about it shutting off after it reaches a certain file size or a certain time limit, unlike the Canon PowerShot ELPH 100HS. Another feature of this camera that I liked before deciding to purchase two of them was the macro mode, which allows me to take close-up video of certain things, like, you know, if you want to get close to flowers or insects or things like that, you can get real close to the object and the lens will focus, or will allow it to focus clearly, so you get a nice footage of what you want to film up close. I've been using a similar setup with my Creative Vado HD 2nd generation 8GB pocket cam, but if I wanted to take close-up shots, I had to use a jeweler's loupe, which allowed me to take macro shots. But with the ZX5, you don't need another lens or an external lens in front of the attached lens, the permanent lens on there, so it's more convenient. It's easier to use. Instead of attaching another lens, you can just go into the settings and select the mode that you want, the macro mode, and you can just start recording. And to me is just more convenient that way. But if I had the time, I could still use my Vado HD 2nd generation to take macro videos, but I would have to attach a jeweler's loupe. Actually, Creative, the company that made the Vado HD, they made certain lenses, I think the fisheye lens and the macro lens, specifically made for the Vado HD 2nd generation, but I decided to just use a jeweler's loupe, which is a cheaper option, and it gives you basically the same results, but it's just cheaper. And with the jeweler's loupe, you can get different magnifications, and I actually have video footage of me taking some macro shots of some cicadas one time. I've taken macro video of some spiders and you could all see that in my YouTube channel, which is USS Princeton 2004. So anyway, I'm at our house, and I think I've talked quite a bit for this first video after a long hiatus. So this is it for this video. This is USS Princeton 2004 signing out.